is closed. They're closed for like 2-3 days. I don't know what's going on. Hopefully they don't have a death in the family. I could totally see that. Oh God. Let me say a quick prayer for the Top Donut family. They are just really, really sweet. Always there at like 3-4 a.m. starting with the donuts and kolaches. And I'm so sad that I did not get me a spicy Buddha and kolache or one of them old fashioned donuts. Ooh, one of them ones with no glaze. Because the last few times I didn't got my old fashioned donut, they didn't have the glaze on it. Okay. Now, the title of this video, pray for the married men that try to holler. Is that what we doing? I'm not doing that. They do need prayer, but it's not going to come from me. I saw a lady from TikTok that said that a married man tried to holler at her in the store, and she said a prayer for him also. But she wanted to record it, but she wanted to have an intimate moment with him. And like, do he deserve an intimate moment with you? Like, that's how I felt about it. Hold up. Let me do my poll. Y'all know I got to do my poll. JC back there talking. You back there talking, Fat Daddy? Once I do my poll, we can get back on the topic. Okay. You talking, Fat Daddy? Wow. So exciting. Yeah. Hair still slicked to back. Hair slicked to back all week. Okay. With a little mousse, water and mousse and earrings. Okay. That's been the look. Real simple, like, okay. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. You gonna sing again? Okay, so yeah, I didn't like that. I didn't like that. I mean, that's probably a good way to get a demon away from you, because she was like, I casted out the demon. And that's probably a good way to like not get hurt too, because I have heard of women like not giving their number and getting messed up. Like, whether it's hit, cursed out, called a name, targeted in some way, shape, form, or fashion. I mean, if you pray for the man, then you probably would be safe, probably. But I mean, it takes a special person to pray for a married man that tried to holler at them, because I mean, you're knowing that he's morally in the wrong, societally in the wrong, unless everybody is now condoning like single women getting with married men, which I don't really see that, although it is commonplace. So is it just like accepted but not out in the open, kind of like the P word, accepted but not, when people sell it? Yeah. Hi, alien. Is it kind of like when people sell it but people don't talk about buying it because it's not legal? Just like, I mean, cheating in your marriage is not really legal. So I don't want us single girls to be praying with these men with rings on their face. That's their wife job. You still like, hey, it's Lexi BB13. It's still like I feel like if you're praying for like a married man that tried to holler, like, you're still doing something that his wife's supposed to be doing. And that's what we don't want to do. Extra labor, emotional labor for people who don't necessarily deserve it, Like, will you do it sometimes? Yeah, but like, it's best to do it strategically. I mean, you do have to follow the word of God, or like the voice of God. Like, you feel in your spirit that that's what you need to do. Okay, fine. But let's not make that the default, y'all. I mean, that's better than giving them your number and then getting a call from him later and meeting up with him and falling into his little trap so he can have him more than one woman. For what? I don't know, y'all. because this is coming from somebody who, yes, I have been cheated on, I think. Yeah, kind of. Or at least I had like another woman give like their number to somebody I was talking to. Yes, for sure. I've seen that plenty. Or like, enough. Let me not say it like it's like that commonplace. Hey, Estrella. And I'm just like, I don't know. I don't think that we should be praying for these married men. Shouldn't his wife be doing that? Just like, shouldn't his wife be spending time with him? Like, he didn't get on her nerves so much. He didn't get on. Think about it. If a married man has a full blown relationship with you, he didn't got on that lady nerves so much that she is pawning him off on whoever else so she can get a break. She's tired of him. She's tired of him, but she's smart enough not to get a divorce without, certain stipulations being met. Possibly that do us part, got to get that insurance, that pension, that 401k, that IRA, the house, the car, the look, the 529 plan for the college. Yes, all those financial instruments. I'm just like, I'm flabbergasted that the lady took time on her day to say a good prayer for that man. Then when it posted on TikTok. The public offender talks about this too, y'all. If y'all want to check out his channel, he seems pretty ears to the street with the women. And, he's married, so hopefully, I'm sure his wife gives him lots of advice on what to talk about. Support a black family like mine's. I don't want to do it, okay? God, do not talk to me like that. Telling me to pray for a married man, please. Because they do, yeah, they can't come out the woodwork. They're annoying. And then once you find out, you try to get rid of them and like completely expel them from your life. And it's like, why were you ever even here? Why? And then it's different when, like, let's say, for example, like you knew them before they got married. It could be like y'all dated before they got married. And they're just still one of those exes that are still around. I didn't know, like, when you had an ex, like, they kind of never go away. And this is, don't matter if you didn't have a child by them. Like, they kind of never go away until somebody really just really make the other person mad. Like, my longest relationship, I had to really make him mad to go away. Because, I mean, I'm not always gracious, and like over the years I stopped being as gracious. It's like, no, I just wanted to not be gracious anymore. And when I stopped being gracious, to still respond to any communication or to reach out with any communication, then it was like, ooh, we're never gonna talk again, are we? Like, now you'll never reach out and be like, hey girl, how you doing? How's your family? You'll never say that again now, right? I hope y'all can hear me. Hey, 40 Boom. I ain't seen you in a while. What you been up to? Yeah. Sing it. Sing it. My baby singing. Yes. Now he's trying to ask me something. He said, can I? Da-da-da. He didn't want to hear the music, y'all. That's why sometimes I limit my recording while driving. His fat daddy. You want to hear that ABCD? He said, can I? ABCD? That means, can I listen to like the ABCD? I should teach him the other words real quick. Like, so he could be a little best for a 2-year-old. Working, chilling, just working hard. Okay. Yeah, same. As an educator that works at a school campus, I mean, basically kind of a teacher, something like that, whatever. I just feel like, even though it's not officially the first day of summer, because we clearly don't go off of that. Like, if we was actually off the whole summer, June 20th through whenever fall starts, and like, what's that? It's probably like, oh yeah, fall starts at like September 20th. Ooh, do we want to do that? I would not be mad at that. If we started school like September 20th, 20 something, because that's when fall starts. I know because my daughter is right before that. So we was off the actual whole summer, like June 20th through September 20th. I would be freaking happy. Look. Especially the way I be wanting to go to my hometown in the fall and don't. I really be wanting to go see the leaves change colors. And you know, my hometown has been devastated by that tornado, y'all. St. Louis, Missouri. And my grandmother said it's going to take a long time for them to rebuild. So, that sucks. So, I was talking to my friend. I hadn't seen her since I got my lips done, y'all. And she noticed. She was like, you did something different. I was like, yeah. Well, what is it? And she guessed it. I was like, you can really tell? You can really tell? I was excited. I was like, okay. I think it was a positive review, you know? You from St. Louis. You don't sound country at all. Oh, wait, thank you. I think I lost a little bit of my accent, and I tried to talk really proper so that the people here can understand me, okay? Because when I used to be like, you know, we'll say what y'all doing over there. They don't like all the R's. Then they say y'all. You know, if I'm in St. Louis, I'm going to be, looks normal. Oh, thank you. Okay, so yeah, then what y'all finna do over there? That's it. But that's like a little country phrase, I would say, like normally. Like, what y'all finna do over there? They don't know what I'm saying if I say that here in Houston, so I just kind of like eradicated that from my vocabulary for the most part. Like, maybe if I'm in St. Louis, I might say that, but they probably don't even, you know, I'm finna do this and that. You know, it's not proper. I'm a professional. And then like y'all, they say y'all. They say y'all here. Y'all. Hey y'all. We say y'all. What y'all doing? Y'all. What y'all doing? What y'all doing? What y'all doing? Y'all. Okay. Okay, everyone say finna do. Okay, but everybody don't say y'all. In Houston, they say y'all. What y'all doing? Y'all. They say finna and y'all in New York. Oh, for real? But y'all, it sound different in New York, though. Oh, it sound different in New York. Y'all accents. Ooh. The New York accents. Woo. Is that where you're from? You from New York? Hey, y'all, all the way over now, y'all. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. These little Genesis are cute. They always have been, though. That, you know, Genesis. Now that's a brand right there. I know, like, I remember driving the Genesis when it first came out because I was working at a car place, and that's really why I was driving it. Like, oh my God, it was so smooth. It was so smooth. It felt like luxury. I felt I felt like I was luxuriously driving. And I see like the little SUVs they have. I guess they're mini SUVs, or I don't know what the heck they call these. But they're cute. You know, they have not downgraded their brand. They're still up there. I'm sure it drives nice and smooth. And that's why I like a nice smooth drive. So I don't know. I don't think, like, my sister has a Jeep and my friend has a Jeep. And Jeeps are like fun cars. Like, as much as I want a fun car, like, that's too bumpy. My fun car would have to be like a convertible with like the top down, but drive smooth. Not the Jeep when you drive. Like, how do you make a Jeep drive smooth? And back to the subject at hand. Are y'all praying for these married men when they try to holler at y'all? And you praying with them? You ain't even just like, okay, you tried to holler at me. I went about my way. Now tomorrow night or tomorrow morning when I pray, I'm gonna say a prayer. Y'all, that sound even better. God, please let these married men heal their marriages and stay away from me. That sounds even a little better than like you gotta hold their hand and pray with them while they looking confused. Like, I was trying to talk to this girl. I don't want to pray with them. I'm sorry. I don't hope that that's my charge and purpose in life, to try to keep the married men on track. They better keep themselves on track, baby. You don't want to marry her because you needed a place to stay. You need somebody to pay half on the rent. You wanted some retirement money. You did that, so you deal with it, okay? Like, I know that community-wise, yes, us as a community should stand in solidarity and try to redirect all this stuff. And it starts with one, so maybe that's what's going on, y'all. Maybe we're supposed to be praying for them so that these marriages can stay together. Because that's not the only reason, too, why marriages break up. That's not the only reason. Like, mine did not have nothing to do with that. Like, when I got divorced, babe, black link was mixed up in every state. Now, yes, I'm from New York, babe. When you come to visit me, ooh, I want to go to New York. I do want to go to New York. I've driven through. When I was on the East Coast for a while, I drove through New York. And it was like the countryside of New York. Yeah, it's never been like the city, like all that traffic stuff y'all get. It was not New York, New York. I don't remember what part it was, but I'm gonna let my baby hear some music in a minute, y'all. Yeah, 40 boom. You gotta tell me where to go. Maybe for some of that New York pizza that they always be talking about. And I don't remember me, a person who has never really stopped in New York, was about to say, I don't remember that pizza being good. But whenever they be having like the New York style pizza, which I think is like Russo's and stuff, it don't be that good to me. So I don't know about that pizza. But y'all gonna have to hit me to something else. Alright, so I am going to talk to y'all later. I'm gonna let this post. I wish I could give old girl a shout out from the TikTok, but it was really from the Public Defender's page. He might have it linked. That would be good if he had it linked and not be taking black women's like credit. Because I don't know who she is, but she was praying for that married man, and I ain't trying to do all that. Y'all ain't trying. I might have to make a separate video on this, like, and be for real with it. Like, be for real with the talking points. Like, are we going to start doing that? Are we going to, as a community, as outsiders, really do what we need to do to make these marriages last? Because will they even make it last? Like, say if it's like a cheating issue and like nobody will cheat with the man, will that make the marriage work? That the wife is the only one available to him? Because even if she has like a medical issue or something, would he stay with her through whatever it is? What if it's a few months? What if it's like a year, more than a year, that they can't do anything and he's not able to cheat because everybody in the community just holds fast to, let's uphold this marriage some kind of way. Let's help these folks out. Will they still stay together? Will that really help the marriage? Or will they like divorce so that he can marry somebody else to, get his rocks off? But I don't know. go, Things that make you go, That's what I need to do a poll on next. Look. If there was no one for you to cheat with and you had to like work things out with your wife, would you do it? Would you be able to do it? Is the wife too stubborn? Is the wife medically unable? Can a man make it through that period of time? Will he choose to make it through that period of time? Those are some of the questions I have surrounding this. Anyhow, y'all be blessed. I'm playing some music for my baby. I know you want to hear his ABCs and stuff, so talk to y'all later. Thanks for joining the live. Y'all are